This is a drama review of the recently finished airing Chinese web drama 少年有志一寸相思 Love in Between. Hi, you're watching Avenue X, where a junkie on good storytelling shares her thoughts, knowledge, and occasional weird ideas on stories and how they're told. 少年有志一寸相思 Love in Between is a 43 episodes long web drama. As my longtime audiences would know, I've been watching at least 5 dramas at the same time, all the time, since the beginning of this year. A lot of my audiences have urged me to look at this drama, so I finally did. I binged 43 episodes in the last 2-3 days. My life is drama. Drama is my life. So as you can see, today I'm kind of dressed up as a guy, although definitely not passing as a guy, and not entirely in the style of the drama's female lead character. First, some interesting background information about this drama. It is based on an existing IP novel, but it went through significant changes. The drama version of the story you see is very, very different from its book. I haven't read the book yet, but I've heard a lot of things about how much has been changed. This drama is directed by the same guy who directed Tomb of Sea, the Lost Tomb series, and the scriptwriter of this drama is also the writer who took part in Story of Minglan, 知否知否应是绿肥红瘦, and 战长沙, Battle of Changsha. So if you have seen the other works I've mentioned coming from the main creators of this drama, you can have a reference frame about what type of work these people used to do. Oh, by the way, this fan is 心如止水, literally meaning heart as still as water. This is literally what I need watching this drama. But I don't think I managed to do it because while you're watching this drama, your heart is definitely not as still as water. Your heart is literally like the ocean under a freaking storm. So, before we're going to talk about the details about this drama, I'll first quickly mention my rating. I will give Love in Between a 2 gold mine drama rating on my scale. But I would say the story itself actually doesn't deserve a 2 gold mine. But I've formed a very strong emotional attachment to the characters, and some parts of the drama do stand out as quite excellent compared to other dramas. Therefore, those things take the rating up. I resolved to a 2 gold mine. It doesn't mean all the aspects of this drama deserves a 2 gold mine rating. Now, let's go into talk about why I would give it that rating. The first and very obvious thing, if you go watch this drama, is its quality is really high, the production quality. So this goes into the hardware department of drama making. Cinematography, color grading, props, costumes, also the sound, the music, are all very, very high quality. I've looked at some of the documentary of making this drama, and apparently it is not actually a very high budget drama compared to other dramas of similar length and genre. At least that's coming from the producers saying that. But I think probably for this drama, the good thing is none of the main cast is famous enough, big name enough to take away a huge chunk of the budget as they're paid. So they can move all the money they saved from paying the actors to props, to sets, to all the stuff that will end up in the frame. When you are watching this drama, you very quickly realize stuff are really, really well made. Because it is a very jianghu drama, it has a lot of weapons in it, and if you look carefully at all the detailing of the swords, of the sabers, of all the weapons, they're so well made. I also love the color grading and the lighting. It goes for the very normal standard look. And I know I'm super overexposed. Sorry for taking the battery out of your device. I also really love that nobody gets skin smoothing in this drama in any way. Everybody has 0 skin smoothing. Thank heavens for that. I also have to say a huge praise for the night scenes. This drama actually has 40% of the scenes shot at night. They are so well done. Often in period dramas in China, you see the scenes get overlit. So unrealistic, where the light just wouldn't come from anywhere at night in an ancient society where there was just no electricity. In this drama, so many candlelights, the lights flicker on people's face, there's no unreasonable brightness, the contrast between light and shadow, the color palette reflecting candles' warm quality is very beautiful to look at. Not as hopelessly dark as story of Minglan where you almost cannot see what people are doing. It has that very lovely contrast between the bright and dark, but everybody is orangey and yellow because that's what candlelights would look like. It just adds so much texture and reality to the storytelling. In China, people joke about this drama, like filming this drama probably has saved a candle making factory because they use hundreds of candles every night. Also, I have to mention, this drama has over 30-40 tunes written for different parts of the drama specifically. They also extensively used the instrument guqin, which is my instrument too, and I love it. So when you look at all the hardware of this drama, it gives you this strong impression that the people who are behind the wheel of this creative project love their story, really care about the storytelling, about the characters, trying to make the story as high quality as possible. So that leads me to talk about the second point. I think because the crew really love their characters, love their story, want to do their best, it gave us a very lovely palette of characters to fall in love with. So the second major thing I love about this drama is I love the characters. The leading 4 male characters and the leading 3 female characters are all very interesting people, very different. And the actors' portrayal of these characters are definitely above average level, coming from that age range of actors in China. None of them is super famous, but you probably have seen many of them in many other dramas. I'm not going to comment on each and every one's acting, that would take too long. I'll just talk them in lump sum, in relationships, because to me, it is always very important to look at characters in their context and in their interaction with other characters and how those relationships build. The energy is usually between people, not on people. So in this drama, you have 3 main sort of heterosexual couples. Our leading couple between the doctor and the thief. Our sort of second lead couple between the Zongzhu, the owner of a sect, who is pretty much like Mei Changsu and Ling Chen's mix up. And the Shijie, the first disciple of the major sort of Wuling sector in the story setting, and the Shidi, the sector brother of the second female lead, and his love interest, the pure-hearted, lovely, adorable Jiang Er. So these 3 main couples are basically shouldering all the romance in this drama, and their relationship are very different. There's a lot of attention and detail that went into how they meet, how their relationship develops, what kind of obstacles they come across, the highs and lows, the peaks and valleys in their relationship development. And all 3 are heart-wrenching in many places. Not gonna spoil it too much for you, but yeah, be prepared when you go in to watch this drama. These 3 couples are just gonna torture you, but you probably will enjoy it a lot as well because it's good torture. Then I have to mention there's a guy-guy relationship that is totally brotherhood, okay, just brotherhood, but so sweet, between the Shidi Yin Changge and the 4th main male role, Zhu Yan. These 2 together are the sweetest brothers. So many people are shipping this CP, and towards the end, still not gonna spoil it for you, this CP is probably gonna hurt you a lot. Each of these 4 main relationships in this drama have just beautiful, heightened emotional moments. And those are the things really sustained me through watching this drama. This drama also provides you with some of the supporting roles that are also beautifully written, heart-wrenching. For example, the Gui Tongzi, the dwarf character. Oh my god, that love line hit me like from nowhere. I totally didn't expect. Such as the female lead character's tutor, Su Xuan, who is a supporting role but who is also very instrumental to many of the crucial plot points of this drama. And many other supporting roles who only show up for a short time and kind of goes away, but they all leave some kind of impression, and they all each have such interesting stories about themselves that, you know, if you really want to go into fanfiction world, you can literally make all those supporting roles each have an epic journey, and that will be also interesting to watch and read. So these characters, their relationships, their journey, the very detailed, subtle sort of way of slowly building them up, revealing their stories to us in the drama, really is the thing that drew me in most and kept me there. So good things have been talked about. Let's talk about the not so desirable elements of this drama that I think could be hugely improved on. First major alarm bell is it does drag, especially the second half of the drama. The current version is 43 episodes, which is a really odd number. Nobody would write a drama 43 episodes in China. It's either 40, 50, you know, like a total number, or like 45 really. It probably wasn't originally 45 or even 50 episode drama that got cut down to this point. It is really easy to tell that it has some kind of significant editing happening, especially towards the last couple of episodes. You will see scenes that do not connect. Literally a main character, right, is at this point doing this thing, dressed in this clothes, and the next scene, they're totally in different costumes, different place. So I feel they definitely have cut out some huge chunks of the plot. But even with that, the current length is 43 episodes. It is still too much. After the episode, I'd say 25, you're gonna start to get a lot of flashbacks, which is something I really do not like. It is not used in a really bad way as you would see it in Tribes and Empires. That's totally used there to just make the drama longer. Even though it's not so badly used as Tribes and Empires, it almost woke up that PTSD I have with flashbacks. If they cut it down to 32 to 35 episodes based on current plotline, it would be so much better. And it wouldn't really affect your understanding of the story. When I start this marathon of binge watching, I really needed 3 times speed through some sections of the drama. Fortunately, the Youku app on iPad has the function of you pressing on the screen and not lifting your finger. It will go at 3 times speed, and you lift your finger, it goes back to normal. Super good function. I used that function throughout this drama many times because there are really long, drawn out, silent, quiet, atmospherical scenes that are okay with the drama telling, but when you're trying to get through the 43 episodes arc of people, it really takes too much time. So if you have time, if you want IKEA this drama, then you don't need to fast forward. It's really beautifully done. The shots are beautiful. The music is beautiful. Everything is pretty nice. But if you want to get through the plot, you probably will resolve to double 3 times speed at certain sections. The second major problem I have with the story is it is just not as clever as it declares to be. It is a drama that has the Jianghu and the Miaotang, 2 lines going at the same time. So the core drama, the politics, and the imaginary wuxia world where really it never existed in Chinese history in this way. But in the drama setting, it is pretty clear right from the beginning. It is gonna be a story that has both lines intertwined together. And it inevitably reminds you of the peak of this type of genre in Chinese drama land, Nivarna Fire 1 and 2. And it doesn't help that this drama actually filmed many scenes at the exact same location as especially Nivarna Fire 2. It is so blatantly referring to Nivarna Fire. The character Wen Siyuan, played by Zhou Tingwei, is literally a mixture of Ling Chen and Mei Changsu. And the Mei Changsu character in Nivarna Fire is broken into 2, as the male lead and the second male lead. And there's so many things that will remind you of Hu Ge's iconic role in this drama. You inevitably cannot help to compare. But when you compare these 2 dramas, you feel that the Miaotang, the court line of love in between, is too weak. The politics or the conspiracies, the bad people controlling the court, and that affecting the Jianghu's rules and whatever. It's like a child's play. The bad people are very two-dimensional. They're bad for being bad's sake. And the way that they try to grab power is so childish. Like, it just wouldn't work. And I know they're trying to set up the male lead character, the doctor character played by Zhang Yao, as the brain, almost like Mei Changsu of Nivarna Fire. But because I think the writer is just not as good as writing this type of cleverness, smartness, outsmarting each other thing, it just fell short, especially towards the end. How they plot to overthrow the bad guy is just like, really? Seriously? That would work? You are really hinging the entire story's believability on the cleverness of the leading roles and how they fight the bad guys. But honestly, the good guys wouldn't have won if they did what the characters did in the drama. Final scene of how the bad guy fell was almost laughable, and the earlier sort of one of the major climax scene where the secret of 10 years ago gets exposed. Don't want to spoil it for you, but go and watch it. There's a scene of somebody throwing out hand copied letters, and somehow that proves somebody's innocence. And nobody questioned why that makes sense. When the cleverness of the script really does not deliver and just drops, I feel like I'm about to sneeze and it just didn't happen. Very uncomfortable feeling. The last thing that I really have a big problem about this drama is, what the heck is the ending? So now this is like a big spoiler. If you do not want to know, skip. When we see the ending, which is like 5 years later, I just do not buy it. Because throughout the whole drama, they've totally set up the male lead as the person who just have to die because he has this poison in him that nobody can get rid of. And he has 10 days left in the drama setting when it gets to the end of the story. He said himself that there's no way to save himself anymore. Nobody can save him. There's no medicine, nothing. And he got poked through twice in his chest. Close to the end of the drama. One happened earlier on, a couple of days later than the second time happened. He's basically totally broken. There's no way he could survive. You have spent 42 episodes setting up him as somebody who just wouldn't survive till the end. Then why? Suddenly you have this ridiculous 5 years later scene where neither of the male or female lead shows up. You just hear their voice out of the frame talking. I'm like, no, I do not accept it. And I feel cheated because you've built my emotional anticipation up to that point, and I can totally accept the male lead as the person who would die, and it's fine. Like Mei Changsu died at the Nirvana fire. That's what it should be. I'm very pissed off by the just does not make logical sense in the drama setting ending. I also don't think the second male lead, if he's the second, really, it's hard to say who is the second. The Wen Siyuan would also survive because the way that they told the story with the flashback of them looking at each other and the door closes and he got stabbed by the flying dagger stuff. Please just let him die. Because that will make so much more sense. How could he escape when he's trapped? Nobody's helping him. There's all bad guys surrounding him. Because this whole drama, right from the first moment, is building that very sad atmosphere with its music, with its pacing, with its lines of the characters speaking. That entire mood of this drama is heading towards a big bad ending for everyone. And it's fine. If you do it well, I will remember the story for a long time to come, and I will appreciate how loyally the writers and the storytellers have managed to stick with their initial intentions. I'm actually happy about the bad ending between Changge and Jiang Er. It's super sad, but oh my god, it's one of the most heartbreaking couples I've seen this year, and I'm definitely gonna remember them for a long time. But I'm pissed. I'm pissed for the leading couple, the second lead couple, actually having a happy ending because it does not fit everything they've set up and built up in the storytelling up to that point. I feel betrayed by the storyteller about this ending that's simply just there to make who happy about it. In my heart, okay, the male lead died. The second male lead also died. So the major three romantic couples all ended up in tragedy. So maybe you don't agree with me. Maybe you'd like to have the male lead survive until the end because he's so adorable. Yes, I agree. But for the story's sake, I think he should die. So at the end of this drama review, I would really say I highly recommend you, for whatever reason, go and check out, at least give this drama a chance, at least through the first half of it. Love in Between just have too many problems where the intelligence level of the script just does not fulfill its promise. But in this drama, there are just also so many heart-wrenching, beautiful moments that's so deserving of your attention. And the leading couple is pretty torturing to watch, their upheavals of their love affair. And I'm not a huge fan of it being constantly torturing me in every way possible. They get together, it's good, and then shit happens, and then misunderstandings. It kind of just happens too many times. That made me a little bit tired of the sadness in that relationship. But still, if you like this type of painful happiness, you will like this drama. And also the male lead is just so good at crying. Can we all agree that Zhang Yao just has unfortunately the perfect face for being sad and crying. He has a very happy face really, but when he cries, so pretty. There are a couple of scenes in this drama when he cries, I'm like, oh my god, I want to just take a screenshot and frame that and put it on my wall and say, this is how pretty human tears can be. That's the end of this video. Thank you for sitting through this rather long review of Love in Between 少年有之一寸相思. Highly recommend you go and check out this drama. Hope you're having a good time whenever this video showed up in your life. Please take care. I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.